The latest numbers of the COVID-19 infections, Thailand recorded 149 new COVID-19 infections today, and that includes 90 that were found through proactive screening of people related to the Bangkok market cluster. The CCSA reported today that there are 144 new locally acquired infections today. These include 90 cases in Bangkok, 31 cases in Samut Sakhon, and 2 cases in Pathum Thani. All were found through proactive screening in communities. 21 other cases are among those under observation and treatment. These include 10 in Bangkok, 3 each in Samut Sakhon and Nakhon Pathom, 2 each in Ratchaburi and Pathum Thani, and 1 in Phetchaburi. There are also 3 cases among arrivals from abroad, such as the United Arab Emirates, where they found 3, and 1 each among arrivals from Switzerland and Germany. The total number of infections in Thailand since early last year are 27,154, with around 26,299 recoveries and 87 deaths. And at the same time, 768 others are still being treated in hospitals. And at the moment, as we previously mentioned, the Bangkok cluster is now the hotbed of new COVID-19 infections in Thailand. And what you're seeing right here, according to the health office of the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, Bangkok district, located in the western part of Bangkok, has a total of 85 infections so far from March 11th to the 15th. And if you look at the numbers from the first day up until the 5th, on March 14th, you will see that there are 52 infections that were found. And we might be able to say that most of them were found through proactive screening because there were tests going on at most of the markets.
Right.
And as for the overall situation in Bangkok at the moment, and to explain a bit further, the cluster are sort of towards the western side. So
right.
It's similar to the Samut Sakhon incident where most of the infections that time were around Bang Khun Tien, but this time is actually around Bangkok district.
Actually, they said, what's happening in Bangkok right now is spread through 6 fresh markets that's pretty close to each other. And they said a lot of employees in these markets are migrant workers. And then this is what the authorities said. There hasn't been too strict about the disease control measure. They wear masks at their chin, and they talking, chit-chatting, and everybody at close proximity to each other.
Exactly. And what you're seeing right here is that most of the infections are more towards the western part of Bangkok. And if we look at each of the numbers, Bangkok, of course, has the highest number of infections during the past 5 days with 85 cases. Nearby districts next to Bangkok is Nong Kham district, which recorded 11 infections from March 11th to the 15th, while Laksi district, which is a bit further away, recorded 8, and Bang Bon recorded 2.
That was pretty close. Laksi is around here.
Exactly. But to repeat, the 85 cases, 11 cases in each of the districts are only for 5 days, March 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and the 15th.
On the western side of Bangkok.
Yes, exactly. And on the other side of the story, the City Hall spokesman Pongsakorn Kwanmueang said in his Facebook post today that the city's administration is now ready to give COVID-19 inoculations to high-risk groups who are afflicted with 7 types of disease and are hospitalized in 6 districts bordering Samut Sakhon province. The high-risk groups are those suffering from chronic severe respiratory disease, heart diseases, chronic kidney disease, stroke, all types of cancer, undergoing chemotherapy or radiotherapy, diabetes, and obesity. They must be between 18 to 59 years old to get that vaccine. At the same time, the registration to receive vaccinations can be done through the official Line Mall Prom app or at all city-run hospitals and health centers.